Right, lads, let's talk about invisible progress syndrome. This is something that got in my head for years and it kept me stuck with my physique, with my business, everything in my life. It kept me completely stuck. Now, let me just tell you what the invisible progress syndrome is. Basically, when you start any kind of journey to make progress, whether that's trying to get in shape, building your business, whatever it is, there's gonna be a period, right, where you feel like you're banging your head against the wall and you're making no progress. And this is usually the part where most people give up because they're putting in the hard yards, they're showing up to the gym, they're eating the meals, they're doing the steps, they're doing on paper what they think they need to do. They're having the supplements, they're going to bed on time, they're putting in the graft, but they think no results are happening. But what you've got to remember is if you're doing what you should be doing, right, it's going to be happening in the background, that progress. So you've got to believe that it's coming. The progress is coming. The progress is happening in the background. Because if you don't believe it, you feel like you're making zero progress, of course you're going to sack it off because you're putting in all this graft and nothing's happening for you. And this is usually where I would fall, okay? I would always fall short in that period that I should have kept working through. And I thought, I'm not making the progress I want to make here. I'm going to sack it off. And I was stuck in this cycle. I'd give it a go for a few weeks, not see the visual changes and go, this isn't working for me. But on the other side of that period where you don't feel like you're making progress, that's where the progress comes, but you've got to keep working through it. Honestly, you've got to keep on putting the work in because you've got to earn the right to the results. So even if you don't feel like you're dropping body fat right now, okay? If you're doing the work, you've got a proper blueprint in place, a proper strategy, you've got to trust it because honestly, sometimes it can take, 3-4 weeks to your body start changing. If you give up at week 2 because you've tracked your calories every single day, you've hit your workouts, you've done your cardio, you've done your steps, at week 2, you give up because you don't think it's working, you're probably a week away from seeing those visual changes. So my biggest advice to you guys out there, it doesn't matter if it's building your physique, building your business, whatever it is, you've got to almost have no expectation of result. You've got to have the mindset of, I'm going to keep showing up, ticking off my non-negotiable tasks every single day. Whether I see or feel like I'm making progress, I'm going to keep showing up. And if you have that mindset, you're going to work through the period where you're not seeing visual changes and visual progress, and you're going to come out on the other side and everything starts to snowball. But you only get to that point if you keep showing up and you keep doing the work, regardless of you feel like you're making progress or not. It's a bit like, let's say you're saving for a house or you're saving for a holiday or you're saving for a car, whatever it is. Initially, you're putting some of your wage aside every single month straight away into another bank account and you're not seeing a return on investment. It just feels like money's going in your account, money's going out of your account, and you've got nothing to show for it. But you keep saving, you keep doing the work, putting the money aside. And guess what? A big reward comes down the line. When you finally get that house, that holiday, that car, you're going to think, that was so worth it. And you want to have that exact same mindset when you're building your body or you're building your business that, the big reward is coming. Even if I don't feel like it right now, the big rewards are coming. And that was a big mindset shift that I had to have. And it stopped me, being stuck in this cycle of doing a few weeks worth of work and thinking the world owed me absolutely everything. I broke that cycle and I accepted maybe I won't see, quick results. And that's absolutely fine. But I'm going to keep doing the work anyway. And that is the secret to anyone who's successful. They do the work, whether they feel like it or not. And they do the work, whether they're seeing visual results or not. Simple as that. Achieving anything worth having in life is literally 95% mindset and 5% strategy. So you've got to make sure your head is in the zone and you believe that good things are coming and you're going to do the work and you're going to make it happen, because most people don't fall down to their approach. They fall because they've not got the right belief. They've not got the right mindset. So if that feels like you feel like your mindset's holding you back right now from completely changing your life, building the body or building the business or, achieving something massive in your life, you feel like your mindset's holding you back, then go to the link down below inquire for rebuild, and I'll get back to you within the next 24 hours.